Welcome to the Arbitrary People Podcast. I'm your host, Makai Davis, and my best friend. She's the producer. Her name's Jasmine. I love you, Pookie. And this is our podcast, and where we talk about very arbitrary things like why the sidewalk gets hot whenever it's summertime, or why the economy the way it is what it is, or why grandmas pinch your cheek whenever they see you after like a long time of not seeing you. So yeah, and so me and her, we made this podcast because we just thought it'd be fun. Plus we'd be having the most randomest conversations, especially in the car, about whatever. I remember we had a conversation about like why it's is it wrong to make fun of people whose feet are backwards when they're somehow standing like forward? Because I remember one time me and Jasmine, we went to the skating rink. We went to the roller cave that's like near her house. And I remember one time we was at like a party, and there was this guy who was standing there, and it looked like his feet was facing the different direction that his body was. And I didn't know how, and so like we tried to take a picture, but he saw us taking the picture, and he was like, "Why'd you take the picture of us?" And I'm like, "We wasn't like we did. We took a picture of it. We talked about it, but yeah, Or why is Chick-fil-A closed on Sundays? Like, I know they're like a Christian organization, but like, why? Why are they closed on Sundays? There's no reason for them to be closed on Sundays. I would want a chicken sandwich from Chick-fil-A on Sundays. That'd be nice. I'm like, we wanted Chick-fil-A today, but we couldn't. We had to get Popeyes, and Popeyes was good, but like, I was kind of sad at the end of eating my sandwich. Not because I finished it. I accidentally dropped it in the car, and I was deeply saddened. It was worse than Rose not helping Jack get on that door in Titanic, or it was worse than like Uncle Ben getting killed in Spider-Man. I felt like Bush, when he heard the second plane that hit the tower, and I was just like, but that's life, it is what it is. So sometimes the sandwich falls out of your mouth. That's life. So yeah, and we're here to talk about many arbitrary things, You ever just like love white people? I love white people. There's some of my favorite people on the planet, because like, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of white people who've done wrong. I'll admit that. I will admit that. Nixon, Reagan, he's the only reason some communities had some white powder in the 80s. What other white person did bad? Dang. But some of them did bad things, but a lot of them I like, because they made some of my favorite things. Stan Lee, Jack Kirby, those guys, they made the Marvel, they made the Marvel universe. Jerry Siegel and Joe Shuster, they made Superman. I love I love Ryan Gosling. He's literally me. Or I love George Clooney, everyone's favorite DILF. Or Tom Brady. Despite him kissing his son in an odd way, we love him still. Or we love Glenn Powell, even though he's been in like 2 movies in like the last like 3 to 4 years, but still he's one of my goats. Or like Tom Cruise, he's also one of my goats. We just don't talk about him and Katie's relationship. Chet Hanks, Tom Hanks' son. I didn't even know Tom Hanks had a son until like a few years ago. But yeah, And it's like that. And I love Eminem. I love Eminem. He's like, well, one of my favorite rappers. You know, Mac Miller, goated rapper. You know, Justin Timberlake, top 3 white person of all time, outside of like Billy Joel and Colin Jost from SNL. So yeah, you know, you gotta love white people. You gots to love white people. You know, and sometimes whenever I look at like a white person, I'm like, you know what? I like you. I love you. I love you. And then other times, I look at a white person and I'm like, please do not pull me over. I did not commit any crime. I'm innocent. Please don't send me to jail for a crime I didn't do for 60 years, because I know that happens to some people. So yeah, you know, it's a coin toss whether you're gonna get, you know, the good side of a white person or the bad side of a white person. You know, it's your choice. The choice is yours. So yeah, you know, like I liked a lot of white girls. You know, sometimes white girls make me sad. Especially the singers. I'm looking at you, Ariana Grande. So yeah, you know, I didn't listen to her album yet. I know she dropped a deluxe of Eternal Sunshine. I think that's what it was called. But yeah, I didn't listen to it yet. So yeah, but I'm gonna listen to it eventually. You know, I'm an Ari-nator at heart. So yeah, and I like Billie Eilish too. She makes good music. I remember I got into a breakup years ago. You know, I listened to I forgot the album name, but it involves sleep. So yeah, but I listened to that album a lot. You know, yeah. Also, tell me why I had a dream the other day. It involved Jasmine and her brother. It was where like we were like driving on this highway, and we were driving in a white BMW. I was driving it, by the way. I was driving it spectacularly because I'm a great driver. I don't have my license yet, but I just know at heart I'm a great driver. And you know, we were driving up, and we came across this road that went through like a skyscraper for whatever reason. And as we were driving, we noticed that the road stopped. There was no more road at a certain point, and like after that there was like a random cruise resort. But like for whatever reason, I accidentally drove off the cliff. But I jumped out before I could do it because I'm just that guy. And Michael, he didn't make it, so I just saw the car like drive off out of like the no more road that wasn't there. And you know, and then like somehow when the car hit the water, it exploded. I don't know how that happened. We weren't even that high. We were high. It was about like a good 200-story building. But like, yeah, you know, I was sad. I randomly started bawling, and then Jasmine, she teleported out of nowhere like she was on Star Trek. And yeah, you know, and yeah, but you know, it was a sad dream. You know, it was very sad. And then I had a dream. Oh, you know what? I just remembered. I had this one dream where I was a surgeon and I was performing surgery on someone, but for some reason one of the other surgeons, like, they grabbed like the thing that you grab stuff with, and they stabbed me with like someone's kidney. And I was like, when they stabbed me, I was like, oh, why'd you stab me? I felt so betrayed. You know, that was like a legitimate nightmare I had. I don't know why. I don't even watch like doctor shows, so I don't even know where that dream come from. So yeah, yeah, you know. So what you gonna do later tonight? I already know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go home. I'm a nap because I'm tired. I woke up at 5:30 a.m. and I took a mini nap. So yeah, that was my time with you, and so I hope to see you next time. And yeah.